Well, as we approach Thanksgiving, got a question for you. Ever think about where your food really comes from?
Well, we know eating locally produced food is better for the environment because not as many transportation costs, but locally grown food is also good for the family farm, Chicago's top chefs, and anyone who eats their food.
Tonight, WGN's Micah Materre takes us down on the farm to Fairbury, Illinois, about 2.5 hours straight south of Chicago.
We're on the oldest farm in Livingston County. Chris and Marty Travis and their 18-year-old son, Will, are the current caretakers.
In 1830, my fourth great-grandfather settled here, bought 160 acres from the government for $1.25 an acre. And I mean, that's a lot to take care of.
They began growing vegetables, selling them to a local grocery store, and encouraging other small farmers in the area to do the same. But they had more food than markets until Marty met the chefs at Chicago's Frontera Grill.
And the managing chef, Brian Inyart, said to us, there is a cornmeal that we used to get from the Iroquois Nation in New York, and we can't get it anymore. The Iroquois Nation had developed this cottage industry of growing this corn, roasting it, milling it, and selling it to restaurants all over the nation. And then their chief died.
Only one company in North America still sold the seed. They bought 1.5 pounds and planted 8 rows.
The first year, most of the ears looked about like that.
But they saved 9 pounds of seed from those measly ears.
And we were able to take 63 pounds of roasted cornmeal to Frontera. Brian sat on the counter and dang near cried.
Their exotic crops grew.
This is the Japanese carrot, or Japanese turnips. And then we'll get down here a little further. We had squash for squash blossoms. Fall carrots are way sweeter than any other time of year because that cold pushes all the sugars into the root.
In their spare time, the Travises founded Stewards of the Land. It's a group of 25 small family farms, many of the farmers 18 and younger, who are also granting wishes for Chicago chefs.
Why you grow tomatoes if you don't like tomatoes?
And you can sell them.
11-year-old Derek Stoller lives just down the road from the Travises. Derek spent 2 years growing brightly colored Indian corn to create a prize-winning mural for a 4-H art contest.
Painted them out, and we grew last year, and then this year they wanted a little bit more of it up at Frontera, and they use that in a soup. And then the green Wisconsin corn, they just wanted to try it out this year, so we don't know what they're going to do with it.
Now, Derek is torn between being an artist, a carpenter like Marty, or a farmer when he grows up.
Marty's been, I think, a good inspiration. I think he could have taken the look and said, you know, this is a farming operation, this is for adults, but he has this vision for kids coming on in the next generation.
Chicago chefs have been known to track down the Travises in alleys during deliveries.
They'll have more of these next week?
Trattoria 10's executive chef loves Spence Farm's Maris Piper potatoes for his handmade gnocchi.
I mean, these guys work hard, and all their work goes into this, and it turns around and makes us look good because the flavor, the quality's there, and it helps us showcase what we do out in the Chicagoland area.
So as the Travises finish roasting their corn and wait for winter to settle in, they'll take a little time off, test some new seeds, and try to figure out what crop Chicago chefs and their customers may want next summer.
Success to me is to be able to have, like Derek Stoller, an 11-year-old kid, become passionate about being able to grow food for people that's healthy and for being able to share that with his family and his community. What matters is that, that the land is going to be saved.
In Fairbury, Illinois, there's still some things money can't buy. Spence Farm is one of them.
Our little family cemetery is just down the road, and all those generations before us are buried there, and so we can't screw up. They're watching, you know.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, you can find many links with more information about our website about this farm at WGN-TV.com.
Gets you ready for Thanksgiving, doesn't it? And if you'd like a video link for the story sent to your mobile phone, text the word cover for cover story to 97999.
Best thing about going to Central Illinois is, you know, getting all the sweet corn when you're driving down the road, so that's the best part.
As soon as you saw the field, you said, oh.
My husband's not too far from there. He's from Gilman, Illinois.
Very good.
So I love it.